Welcome to another episode of Mommy Needs a Break. It's a podcast for moms who need a break, and some of you dads out there too. Y'all are welcome to join us too, because y'all need some breaks. I mean, not as many as moms, but y'all still need breaks. I just had to say that. What's up? I'm Megan Thomas at Mig Scoop everywhere.
And I'm Marisa Johnson, and she is Marisa J. Make sure to follow all of our social handles at MNAB Podcasts. And check us out on mnabpodcast.com and join our Patreon.
Yes, Patreon. Become a
Patreon. Become a member.
Support us so we can continue to do this and make great content. You like my braids, girl?
I love it. It is so cute.
Thank you.
It is so cute.
This is what happens when your mother-in-law lives in your house and the little cousin is visiting. They want to do your hair. They want to hook you up. And I was like, yes, please. But then I was like, oh, I realized my hang time is a little it ain't really there. Because, in my head, it was like what you see in the pictures and like, it's all the way down here. And then when she was done, I was like, oh, I forgot I cut my hair. It's short. I got no hang time.
It's cute. A bunch of us moms had just said, we were sending each other braid styles. Like, let's just all get our hair braided. If we're going to get stuck back in the house, I'm getting my hair braided.
Are you really? How long? What's the longest you've had braids in?
Probably like 2 months.
Really? I can't.
I was pregnant.
My hair.
I was pregnant.
I can't. I'd be like, I've never had. I do want to get the knotless braids though. I want to try those.
Oh, I saw that. I feel like my hair wouldn't. I don't know.
No, it's actually better if you have hair.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's not. You don't have to wrap anything around the top and then braid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see.
Braid the hair in.
Yeah.
So it's a lot lighter, and then because that's my problem. This stuff be slipping out.
I made that mistake though when I was pregnant with Halo. They were so heavy, so when I was pushing, when I would go to like push, it's like my neck would cramp because my head was so heavy. Because my braids, I had so many braids. Yeah, because I had them like medium size, so it was like a ton of hair.
So wait, what did you get for Aria then?
Oh, I didn't have braids with her, but I've had like bigger braids. I've had like dookie braids.
Okay, so then those don't hurt as much.
Yeah, I like dookie braids better.
Okay, girl, you better try the knotless then. That way you don't have to. Yeah. You can still have the medium size without it being heavy.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Try them.
Those cute.
Going for an X, yes. Okay, wait. So let's talk about weight loss because I know we're both on a journey. Before we get into the show, what are you doing right now?
So I think I mentioned on the show, maybe it was Tony. I started fasting I stopped eating at 7 p.m. at night, and then I start eating again at noon the next day. So I've been doing that for a good 4 weeks. Okay. And then I've been doing vegan keto. So I'm eating a lot of fats. So like avocado, nuts, coconut, tofu, things like that. No carbs. So it's high fat, no carb diet. And it's vegan, obviously. So I've been doing that for 4 weeks, and I lost about 12 pounds.
What?
For the 4 weeks. Yeah, girl. And so then
can you feel the difference already?
Yeah, I can feel like a little lighter. I feel like things aren't like sticking as much. Like, I've never experienced this, but like being pregnant with Aria, like I just feel like I got so big, like I was sticking to myself. Like, I would move something and it would like stick. It's like the weirdest.
Girl, you better welcome to being big, okay? Because my thighs be rubbing, and
man, get the deodorant.
Yes, I've been using like whipped shea butter. It works good. Just slap
really?
Yes, it works good.
Yeah, so I've been doing that, and then this week Tro wanted to juice, so I just was like, let me just do it with him. So I've been doing 5 days, 5 juices a day, or maybe it's 6. I'm on day 4, and I've lost 4 pounds in 4 days, or 4 days. What? Yeah, 4 pounds in 4 days.
How are you doing? I'm juicing too. You inspired me to juice, so I'm juicing. How's your juicing been going?
It's good. It's fine. I honestly, for people who are really busy, I feel like it's one less thing to worry about, like what you're gonna eat, what you're gonna make. I feel like my nights have been so much better because I don't have to make dinner.
But wait, you have to make dinner for Halo. What do you make?
That's easy. I mean, that girl.
Wait, you don't eat the same thing as her
every day? On a normal day?
Yeah, like on a
Yeah, on a
normal.
normal day, but like if it's just her, I mean, she will eat, I mean, she'll eat cold tofu. Halo will eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Halo likes pasta. I mean, it's basic stuff that I can
Oh,
just
okay.
whip up real quick. I mean, not full on dinners for
Right,
us.
right. No,
So it's been
that makes
good. It's been good. And then I also have been riding the Peloton bike. That has
How's
been
that?
great.
Oh, have you done
I
any
love
live
it.
classes yet?
No, because they be starting at like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. So I just honestly, I'll like go. I look at the playlist. If it's like ratchet slaps, I'm like, okay, I'll do this ride. And it goes so fast. Like you're
Right, I
doing
believe it.
minimum like 5 miles minimum.
Oh wow, that's good. I
Yeah,
want a Peloton bike.
you should get one, and let me give you my code if you do. So
Okay.
get $100 off.
Wait, so is it like, wait, do you have to pay monthly for this subscription or it's,
You can pay it off. Oh, yes, the subscription is like 30 bucks. I don't know how much it is, but yeah,
so
you do
wait, you
have to
got to
pay
pay
for
for the
that.
bike and you got to pay for a subscription?
Well, you can pay off the bike if you are balling like that. You can buy the bike and then it's yours, and then you're just paying like a monthly subscription for the live classes.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot.
No, it's
Wait, are
not.
you renting this bike or you bought it?
No, I bought it like
Oh, you're
I'm.
just paying like payments. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I
So
see.
it's not that much.
Yes, it
Well,
is. You got still
in
got to pay a
in
subscription.
perspective, like because I used to go to cycling class. If anyone has gone to cycling
Oh,
classes,
true.
they are expensive, and
Yeah,
especially if you're like addicted and you like to go and you're like, you know.
yeah.
So in comparison to that, and I like boutique fitness. So the
Hmm.
fact that I like boutique fitness, that is expensive.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
having the bike, I feel like you're going to benefit from it more in the long run. If you're using it, it's going to benefit you more in the long run. You're going to save in the long run, but you got to be in it for the end game. You know, I want to be
Yeah, no,
in
that's true.
this with the 6 pack or the 2 pack.
I know, right? Something. Lord, we need something. No, you inspired me to juice this week. You're like, me and
Yes.
Terrell are gonna juice fast. I was like, okay, let me go do it too. So I'm doing a 3 day, which I'm doing a 3 day, and I've decided to start appetite suppressants. I use
Oh,
Venturmine. So I mean, everybody's journey is different. I've struggled with my weight probably since like the fourth grade when we moved back to America. And I was like, wait, it ain't no pool outside that I could go swim at every day.
wait. What
Because
do
we
you mean? You moved back to
because
America? What do you mean?
because my dad was stationed in Thailand, and so
Oh.
like I used to literally my routine was I would come home from school, do my homework, go outside, and play in the pool until dinner for like 2-3 hours, like,
Mm.
and I did that every day. So I was like super fit, and then I came to America, and it was like, wait, y'all got 4 seasons? It ain't like hot all the time, and it ain't no pool. So I like got chunky in the fourth grade, and
Mm.
then I have been dealing with my weight ever since. So like now after having a baby, being in my mid 30s, like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the weight off is that it don't come off like it used to.
It hits differently.
It does. It hits way differently. So, it just the other stuff that I've done in the past hasn't really seemed to stick. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try something different. I have a few friends that have done the appetite suppressant, the phentermine, which is like a prescription. You got a doctor has to prescribe it to you. And they've had success with it. There's obviously it's a medication, so there's side effects or there's things that could go wrong with any medicine. So it's not something that I plan to be on for a long time. Like probably I think they said you can do 3 to 6 months.
Mm.
I don't even I'm trying to do 3 months, if that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I'm trying to wean myself off, and like every day I'm just telling myself like I'm not taking anything. Like
Right,
because I
right.
don't
What?
want the whole
So,
purpose of this is for me to like jumpstart my good habits, and it's helping me, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
in my head, I'm not taking nothing, which means
Right.
I got to just stick because I want it to be a lifestyle, because I don't want this weight to come back. I'm not doing all this and paying all this money for this weight to come back. So it's a matter of like, okay, now is your time, Megan, to do the intermittent fasting like you
Yeah,
said you would.
yeah,
And you have no reason that you can't, so after the juice fast, I'm going to intermittent fasting and obviously eating the right meals a day, the right amounts, because I just want this to be a lifestyle. Even
yeah.
with I did keto. Actually, keto actually worked, but it didn't. I didn't stick with it because the what I had to eat wasn't what I would typically like. It's not like I had to go out of my way to eat that way. Eat a lot of
It's
protein. Eat a lot of fats. that's, I'm not, and for me, I still eat meat. So it was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just eat a lot of fish. But I got tired of eating fish. And I was like, okay, what I eat,
Yeah.
then I have to eat, I just eat a lot of meat. And I don't like
Yeah.
that. So
My sister was telling me, I haven't done it, but the Whole 30, I feel like a lot of people find success on the Whole 30 too.
I
I
need
mean,
to look
I,
into
I
that.
don't know. I think it's Whole Foods. It reminds me of the Daniel fast. It's
Oh,
like not sugar, no sugars. It's like no processed food. It's more like food. I see that she eats potatoes. I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel like she she stands by it. She's been doing it for a while, and it looks like she eats like tasty food.
yeah,
It
I
doesn't
know. I
look
feel like I just,
super
I was like, let me bookmark this. I'm going to make her.
right, right. It looks like
But,
super flavorful and tasty. So I'm not exactly
right.
sure what it was, but it definitely worth looking into. But
I'll look at it because see, the whole thing is I don't want to do a diet. I need a lifestyle change,
yeah,
and I've tried Weight Watchers before, and it might have been the Weight Watchers that I went to was nothing but like old white ladies and me. And I was just like the way I'd go
good.
meet every Saturday, weigh in, we'd have our little talk. And I just was like, I remember saying something. This is a funny story. So I remember they were talking about like how to get better sleep. Like you need to have good sleep because that can affect, your weight loss, weight gain, right? So we were talking about that. And the lady that was facilitating the meeting was like, uh, hey, okay, guys, give me some ideas of how you can sleep better, right? So, of course, I'm just trying to participate. Somebody says, oh, make sure it's an optimal temperature. Somebody says, make sure you don't look at your screen right before you go to bed. I
Mm,
raised my hand. I was like, yeah, you can also sleep naked because that helps your body to regulate temperature while you sleep. It's been proven to do that. And when I said that, girl, everybody was like, I was like, wait,
really?
all of the women, the old white ladies in this class was like,
Girl.
how dare you say sleep naked? What? And I was
Really?
like, oh, okay.
That's my
I mean,
jam.
it's a study. I actually learned it through a study, guys. It's not like,
You and your
so
studies.
I know me and my research, right? So they were just like, girl, they were shaming me. I was like, I don't like this class anyway. Y'all old white.
I gotta go. I
I
gotta go.
mean, no, and they just looked at me like I was crazy. I don't know. I was like, guys, it's okay.
I definitely feel you with the lifestyle, and I think with me, I always just want to do things not super fast, but I know that if I stay on a track right now, I can do it. And then it's the aftermath of like maintaining. So I'm not like my mind
Yeah.
isn't there to maintain right now. My mind is like,
Get the
okay,
weight
I'm
off.
tired of this. Right? All right. I'm tired of this. Like, what can I do? And not necessarily fast, but I know that I have to be on some sort of like structured plan
Programming.
to like constantly get this up because it's exciting. I mean, 1 pound a week doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's a big deal when you've been just watching the numbers go up and it's like, oh my God, am I gonna
Finally, they're going
get a
down. Right.
hold of this? Right. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's hard, and I think it's important too not to compare yourself to anybody. I look sometimes online. I'm like, didn't she just have a baby? I'm like, what?
And I was like,
Why
wow,
does she look like that?
swipe next page.
Right.
Look at this
I'm
anymore.
like, how did she get all that weight off?
Yes.
But
Well,
each person.
and I had considered doing the HCG diet. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
What's that?
So
HCG.
HCG is like the pregnancy hormone. Like that's when you do the P test to see if you're pregnant. That's what they're testing is the HCG in your body. Um, it's a natural hormone that your body makes. When you're pregnant, but it also surprisingly helps you lose a lot of weight. I guess the way it burns your fat, it's for the baby to use
Yeah.
energy, right?
Yeah.
So apparently you can use that as well to reset your metabolism, and you lose as much as like a pound a day.
Oh
But
wow.
you also have a very low calorie intake, I think, for like the 30 days that you're doing it. So yeah, you're gonna lose 20 pounds in a month, but you do it 20, 30 pounds in a month. But it's the problem that I know a lot of people end up like they gain a lot back right after because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like your metabolism is adjusts. So
Yeah.
if you're eating 500 to 800 calories a day, your metabolism gonna slow down because
Yeah. Exactly.
so it'll catch up. And so now when you try to increase to go back to like a 1500 calorie diet or a day, you eat that much and your body's like, oh, this is too much food, gain weight.
Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing because at this age, I feel like I don't want, like, if you lose it fast, you can gain it fast. That's the
Right.
bottom line. And I don't want that to happen. So, I in my mind, I've already said it, like, this is a long-term thing. Like, this is a journey. I keep saying to my sister, like, oh, summer 2021, I'm about to be out here. Cause I
Yeah.
don't feel like it's not going to be August. I'm about to be walking around in a bikini.
Right.
It's just,
And
and so I want this to be a journey where I'm like,
because then it stays off. If you do it slow, it stays
right.
off. And like I remember when it took me 4 years to lose 40 pounds. I kept it off for a long time. It
Yeah.
took me forever. When I think about that, 4 years is nothing in comparison to the amount of time that I have been heavy. So
Yeah.
like if I had just been, tried to lose weight the slow way most of this time instead of trying to do like the fast way, it probably would have resulted in something better. So yes, now I'm post baby, almost 2 years out. All the other
Get
little
it,
stuff that I
girl.
was doing isn't working. So now it's like, okay, Megan, you just got to change your lifestyle. And I get a little help for this first couple of months with the appetite suppressants, but honestly, probably next month I'm gonna start like having them, or I'm gonna like because I want to wean myself off.
Right. Maybe do half, like a
Yeah.
half
And then
a
yeah,
pill
and
or
then
something.
like maybe
Yeah.
go to every other day, and then to the point where I'm like I don't even need it. It's because I have my routine. I have my, when I'm supposed to work out. I have when I eat. I have the amounts that I eat. I have the time of day that I eat. So that's what
Right.
I need to get more disciplined with. And so far, I
Did you
mean,
do a before picture?
oh no, I need to do that, huh?
Yeah, do it today. I did one. I have to find it. I don't know where it is, but I know I did one. I know, but the goal is you can be so fine where you don't even care.
You're right. Because I have
That's
this
what I'm telling
picture.
myself.
I did a before and after picture years ago when I was like in my skinny phase. And I was like, ooh, I looked real good. And then the before picture,
So,
I was like, ugh, hideous, but I'm posting it.
right.
Oh my God.
I just want to wear my clothes. Honestly, like I go in my closet and I go right past the jeans. I'm like, I'm not putting on no jeans. I'm not doing that to myself. Wear the yoga
There's my
pants.
sweater legging.
Where are my leggings? Let me go join Fabletics or something. I need
Oh my gosh. So I have this is kind of sad, but I'm determined. I have this jumpsuit. It is so cute. I think
oh,
I got it from H&M like 3 or 4 years ago, right?
yeah.
And it was my size, but like I'm like bottom heavy, so I have like thicker thighs and like a smaller waist. That's typically my shape, right? So I've got my size, didn't have time to try it on, went to, bought it, took it home, put it on. It fit everywhere, but at my thighs, it was like squeezing. You can't have no jumpsuit on and your thighs are squeezing. It looks terrible. So I was like, I just need to lose some weight. I'm still currently trying to fit in that. now, now I have like
Yes.
farther to go. And I have kept it purposely because I will fit in that one day. I don't care if it's not even in style. Y'all gonna be like, why is she rocking a jumpsuit in 2021? I'm gonna be like,
It's
because
gonna
I've
come
been
back.
I hope so. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna bring it back because I wasn't fitting in it when it was in style. So I am determined.
I have this white, what ASOS? Does it ASOS?
ASOS,
ASOS?
yeah.
Yeah, I have this white dress. I probably bought it in 2011. I'm not even lying. It was so long ago, but it's so cute. It's glitter. No, it's white. It has like sequins. It's super short. The back is out, and I've never been able to like properly fit it. I've come close, but I'm
Uh-huh.
like, I can't do this. So, and I've held on to that dress through moves from state to state. Like I have
Yes.
kept this dress. So your jumpsuit, my white sequin
Oh, we're
dress.
gonna be wearing these next year. Watch. Watch. We're gonna be out here cute. Okay. Even though I'm supposed to be showing stuff off. I just want to fit in this. That's all I
Yeah.
want to do.
We're gonna do it. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it
It's a
for
journey,
sure.
but we're in there.
All right, well, let's talk about some mommy tips, Marisa.
Ooh, mommy tips. Okay, guys. So this is a little long, but I'm gonna get through it. I was reading a magazine. What was I reading? Oh, I was reading Vogue. I wasn't reading a magazine, guys. It was online.
You read Vogue?
And well, it was more so the story. Like the story popped up, so I went to
Uh,
Vogue.
I was
And
like, I don't think I really know anyone who reads Vogue. That's why.
like Vogue, they actually make a lot of cool content. If you go to like their YouTube and stuff, they have a
Right,
lot of cool
they
content.
do. They have a lot of cool
Yeah.
content. I was just saying like the actual magazine, like
No, no,
art.
no, no, no. I don't know why I said that. I saw the story and I went to their own line. I'm lying.
Got it.
I don't buy Vogue magazines. Nothing against it, but so the article was how 7 Black mothers are talking to their children about the protests. And they had a list of go read it, go find the article because there's a list of 7 mothers. I'm actually gonna like go stalk all those mothers to be on the show because they all seem so
Oh, that's
cool.
cool. Okay.
Right. So this, I took a piece from Nikisha Riley. She is a holistic health and wellness educator, co-founder of Urban Bush Babes. So go check that out. And basically the article was just about, talking you're talking to your kids about what's happening right now. I know in my neighborhood, there's always sirens. There's more police driving around. Like, it's crazy. And although my kids are young, it's still like a lot of, anxiety and just worry. So I'm going to go through a few of these tips that she has. Hopefully it'll help somebody. Share ways they can play an active role in helping using their special gifts. Teach them their ancestors.
What does that mean?
So like using your special gifts. So, if like for Halo, in her class, they do their affirmations and she always says, I'm kind or I'm confident. So like, if you're kind and you see somebody who is crying or sad, go over there, and make sure they're having a better day, go over there and.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So see what your kids are, good at, their skills and show them how they can use it in the world.
What if they're good at climbing? What can that be used for? Or throwing their iPad down on the floor. What?
Girl, I don't know.
Use that skill. Speaking for a friend, that friend might be me.
True. Sure. Do you have a protective case over your iPad?
I have the same one you have, actually, in green.
Oh my goodness. He'll be tossing it down the stairs. I'm like, what?
See, and Matt does it, and then I have to take it because I'm like, that's not what we're gonna do. Which is nice.
Right. Okay? Oh,
it's not gonna have no iPad. You can pretend. You can make an iPad on this piece of paper, and that can be what you watch. But you're not
cut a hole in it.
Okay.
Let me get back to this list. Let's see. Teach them about their ancestors, their history, so that they live with pride, knowing they are resilient and beautiful. Celebrate Black culture. So I think even with, the past Juneteenth, you saw a different appreciation for the month and for the day. People were going out their way to have celebrations. I had a whole block party in my development. Everybody was out there, different races, having food, drinking. So they can have something that they own. Find ways to affirm them in positive ways. But more important than speaking, show our kids how to mentally cope using healthy coping tools and strategies, teaching them how to properly heal traumas. That's a big one, I think. You know what I mean? Because I think even with us, it goes for us too, of healing ourselves so that those things don't pass down to our kids.
Right.
That's scary.
And I just had this conversation. When I think about, because I be trying to think about where does me overeating come from? I literally sat down yesterday and thought about it. Like, that gotta be some kind of trauma, because why do I handle stress with food? What is it that, so I'm over here looking up articles, me and my research and looking up articles, looking up I could just go to therapy and get the answer, right? Yeah. But I was like, let me at least do my research.
Yeah. I think, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just looking that up. And so it's very interesting that you say that, because it's obviously some trauma that I haven't healed from.
Yeah. Right? I if you follow me, I've posted maybe last year, I struggled with eating disorder since I was 11, maybe even younger. And I just when I think back at it, I developed quick. I was always thicker and bigger than everyone. I had big boobs at a young age. I had hips. I remember, it's crazy. I hope I don't get this wrong, but I remember seeing on TV it was Mariah Carey. And I don't know if she went to a fat camp or something. She went to some sort of camp with kids. And I remember asking Mom, oh, can I go to that?
You want to go to fat camp?
As as a little kid, because I was so thick. I was
you weren't fat, you just had boobs.
Yeah, and I was always oh, can I go to fat camp? And I would see things on TV about people being skinny. And then one day, I don't know how I learned oh, you could throw up your food at a young age, but I must have saw it somewhere.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, you can get skinny like this? I'm like, oh, okay, let me try this. You know, but then also it's like a sense of control. I think because of, like,
Yeah.
my household was so like out of control and like you never know what was going to happen. It was like this sense of like feeling like I had some sort of control.
Right.
It's so weird. It's so weird when I
No, no,
think
but that
back at
makes so
it.
much sense. That makes so much sense
Yeah.
that that's why you developed an eating disorder. How long did you, I knew you, we've talked about it before, but how long did it, like, when was the last time you threw up? Like purposely?
Yeah. Not purposely, right? um Probably in college sometime, maybe. Like
What made you
somewhere
stop?
around there. I just started getting healthy. I think I just was like, no, not even college. I think it was when I started the Daniel fast, almost when I started to become a vegan. Like when I saw an alternative shift. Yeah, like as a more as like an adult. I feel like it was
That's
more
all I was,
like
I
as
was
an
like, wait,
adult.
isn't it more recent? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't.
no, that's not recent, but that's
Right,
that's
right.
like that's like 8 years maybe ago, 7, 8 years ago. Um, to where I found an alternative way to eat more so versus
Right.
that I can control.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a control thing. It's like, oh, I'm controlling how much I eat. I'm controlling what I put in my body. I know what's in here and like
Right.
what's going to go in here and how what the results going to be. It's a control thing, I think, with me in my head.
Mm,
And I
okay.
think that makes sense with how I am with food, like my relationship with it. It's like I want to know because I want to know the results that it's
Oh,
going
I
to
just like
have on me.
Oreos.
I mean, I eat stuff like, I eat stuff, but I think if I go back to, like you said,
Right.
going back to where it comes from
Mhm.
and thinking about how I am now, it's a, a correlation between the two. It's just, but yeah, healing those traumas because I'm
You
trying
gotta
to.
heal them.
Um,
Okay, yeah. What else we got?
let's see. Allow your kids to feel feelings without judgment. It's okay to feel rage, sadness, exhaustion, and hopelessness. Communicate your feelings at your own pace. I think this is great too because I don't want no one telling me not to be sad. I don't want no one telling me when to be happy or like let me feel my own emotions. So for your kids, I've been watching how like Halo into like how teachers interact with her. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
are you upset today? I get upset too. What should we do? Like, you know what I mean? Like they're talking to the kids, not at them.
Right, right, right,
And
right.
I know like I will talk at her sometimes because that's how the way I was talked to.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to just let them
Yeah.
be free enough to like have their I mean, sometimes I actively ignore her. I don't even care sometimes. I'm just like
But I mean, that's the same thing as saying it's okay. Have your emotions. Be over there. And have
right, right. Have your moment, girl.
Right.
Let's see. Set boundaries. You don't owe white people education or emotional labor.
True.
There is no need to justify your feelings. Limit how much news. I think you just asked me that, and how many opinions you take in, because this all affects how much stress hormones your body will produce. Which will turn into which will in turn affect your mental health a lot.
That's why I just haven't been on social media as much as I typically am. I haven't been posting as much
Yeah.
because I mean, my feed is full of, Black Power, Black Lives Matter. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Like, arrest all these cops that have taken these Black lives. I agree. But
Yeah.
as James Baldwin said, what did he say? Something to be like woke in your blackness is to be enraged at all times, and that's true. Because
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
understand what's going on with black, you're always mad. You're gonna always
Yeah.
be mad, and it's
Yeah.
just I can't spend my day like it drains me
Yeah.
physically, emotionally, like it drains me, and it's just like
Traumatic.
I need to take a step away for a little bit,
But I'll be back.
but I'll be back.
This kind of goes with what you're saying. Hold space for your personal needs like rest, joy, creating exercise, eating a whole food diet. I think we've talked enough about this today.
Oh yeah,
And I think that too. One thing that I do know is when I'm eating right and I'm in control of what I'm consuming, I do feel better. like
That's
I
true.
have a better spirit. I'm not as hard as on myself. I know I'm in progress versus like just doing whatever and being out of
Yep.
control.
Cause I know I be loving those Oreos for the moment, but
Girl.
afterwards I'll be like, dang, I
Ooh,
ate
a
a
whole row.
whole row in one sitting, and I've refilled my oat milk 3 times.
Ooh, I like oat milk. It's creamy.
Oh, oat milk and Oreo are bomb. I'm just saying.
Come on, come on. Stay
Focus.
focused.
Juice.
Incorporate daily meditation or prayer.
Ooh,
This is the most important thing in my belief because meditation is one of the ways for us to stay grounded. And so we don't have that, all these bad emotions inside. I've been struggling with this one, I feel like,
which one?
um, with like praying and because I feel like I have so many questions. Like I have so many questions. Like when I'm praying, I'm like, wait, God,
What?
so why is this
What?
happening? So where
Wait,
is it? Like,
which one of your questions? Why this is happening to Black people?
just yeah, it's just it get. I don't know. My
I
mind
mean,
just
this is a
goes
whole
somewhere
nother, we're
else.
gonna have to do a whole nother episode on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
actually. But I mean, if
Right.
you want to go back to what the Bible says, technically the curse, like the Israelite curse is on Black people. Because if you look at the beginning
Hmm.
of, I mean, if you go all the way back, civilization started in Africa, which means what? Adam and Eve is Black.
Yeah.
Their descendants, Hebrews, Black.
Like Jesus.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. We can, ooh, that's a
Okay.
good episode. We're gonna have a special guest for that.
We
We
need to
got
have. Yeah. We need to. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have to have the right one to give us a little
Yeah.
history lesson, a real
Yeah.
history lesson.
Stay tuned, guys. And then lastly, again, I chopped this up, but consider professional help for Black therapists who are trained for racial trauma. You can look that up on Black Virtual Therapist Network. Actually, there's a ton. I think I just posted on my Instagram feed.
Therapy for Black girls, I just heard about, which I just
Yes.
hooked onto. I'm trying to find a therapist on there.
There's a
That's a good
few.
one.
We'll list them. I actually have. I actually think I just posted it on my story. There's a list of them.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll put
post
that in the
that.
description.
Yeah, we'll post that. But yeah, those are my tips. It was kind of long, but I think it just helps me to see what other people are doing with their kids. I enrolled Halo in a little virtual daycare, and they're actually doing Black History this month.
What?
Like I guess Malcolm X was a gardener. I had no idea. So they're learning how to like garden, and they're like dropping in little nuggets. So
Oh, that's good.
um, yeah, it's just cool to see what other moms are doing and during this time and trying
Yeah,
to, inform their kids because they are the future, guys.
they are.
Remember
They are.
that.
All right. Well, let's scroll a little bit. Let's go through our timelines. In my timeline, there's been a lot of talk about the Smiths, Will and Jada Pinkett.
Dun, dun, dun.
I would say for years, you know how for years we've heard rumors that they have like an open marriage, right? But like they do whatever, but they're still married. I even had a friend who was like, I went to this like
No.
I was like, wait, what?
What?
I don't, it's a friend of a friend. So, you can't really trust that because you're like, I don't really know. But yeah, she said something about there was
What?
like, I don't, it was like, I want to say it's like an orgy party that was hosted by them, but I don't know how realistic that is. So don't nobody quote me on that. And don't nobody go spread that because I'm not saying it's
Don't
alleged.
tag me.
Alleged. But and she was like, yeah, they're swingers. I was like, oh, okay. Well, anyway, like so recently, the singer August Alsina, he said that he had an affair with Jada Pinkett Smith for years, and Will gave his blessing. He said
Oh.
he said this on Angela Yee's lip service, and he said that he sat down with Will, and Will was, they basically, I guess, laid the rules down for what he could and couldn't do, and what he couldn't say.
Wait,
And
what?
This is what August says out of his mouth, and he said that he like that was a real relationship for him with Jada. Like he fell in love with her. He gave himself fully. He was like, that's the first time and only time in my life that I've ever really truly loved somebody. And he was like, if I die right now, like it's fine because I know what it feels like to really give myself over fully to somebody. And I was like, that's my wife. You give yourself fully over to somebody's wife.
Right. Has she said anything? I haven't
So,
followed it.
Will and Jada's reps both came out and said he's lying. Of course, they're not going to be like, yes, he's right. I'm not saying he is. I don't, we're not
Yeah.
there. We don't know what the truth is or what it isn't. But yeah, of course, their reps both came out and said that's a tall tale. He's been, I think people were pulling receipts about how like I guess he traveled with them or he traveled to London to see Willow and Jaden perform. And I'm like, who flying to London? Who paid for that?
Right.
August ain't had a hit in a few years. Who paid for that? So uh, so apparently, like, and he was on drugs real bad, if y'all remember
Yeah.
about him. And I think she helped him like get off of drugs and kind of like, take a more holistic approach to life. So, I think of course you somebody that sees the greatness in you, you might end up falling in love with them. So I kind of think that might have happened. I kind of believe what he said. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, okay. I
I
can see it
saw a
happening.
clip. He looked like super passionate about it.
That's
It
what
was
I'm saying. I was
kind of
like, either
awkward. I was like,
he's a great crazy liar, or like he's a habitual, like he's a psychotic liar, or he's telling the truth. I feel like truth is probably where we're aiming. But all of that being said, on Jada's Red Table Talk, she actually said this. It was her mother, Willow, and Will in this episode. And she says to everybody, just kind of, putting it out there. She said, if you marry me, know this. We're going to be together. We're going to be under the same roof. You might be on one end of that joker with somebody else, but we going to be in this joker together. And I might be on this side with somebody else, but we in here. So I was like, oh, well, I mean, you're confirming. You're confirming an open marriage. And, they call their marriage a life partnership now, not necessarily a marriage, I think, because they've transitioned, I would say. So I guess that is an alternate to divorce. Like
a life partnership.
Yeah, instead of saying they're married, they've talked about their transition to a life partnership. I'm like, ain't that what marriage is?
I remember that episode, and I remember thinking like she didn't like being married to Will Smith, like the character Will Smith, it seemed, and like she didn't like how the stigma marriage had, like, oh, right. I'm supposed to be submissive, I'm supposed to be up at home with my kids, she had all these dreams, and she didn't like how he would, basically everything he did was a show. I think she talked about how he would surprise her and like, I don't want this surprise. Like they just weren't marriage didn't work for them in a sense, like the typical marriage. And I was like, oh, okay, like what society puts on it, the pressures of it.
Well, I think, and to me, look, this is how I interpret that. So y'all are in an open marriage, what people would consider an open marriage. We're married. We're going to stay married. We're not getting a divorce, but you can have your little flings. I'll have mine. Here's the rules that we lay out. There's no talking about them. There's no, whatever. Whatever the rules are, here's the rules that we lay out. And then that's it. That's their marriage.
Yeah.
And they've chosen to call that a life partnership. I mean, that's what they want to do. And that's what works for them. Who am I to say, like, no. But when she said that, I was just like, is this what marriage is? Like, I just got to be under this roof with you and you over there cheating. I'm over here. Well, not necessarily. I think if somebody knows what you're doing, is it cheating? I guess not. But if you're going to be with somebody other than me under the same roof, like, I don't think that's marriage, at least not for me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, what I always get confused about, and this, again, we probably need somebody else here to talk about it, but like marriage, it's in the Bible, right? It's supposed to be like this blessed by God, all these things. But then like the people who fight that they want to be married don't necessarily like Christianity, or they don't like what it says marriage should be. So like, why call it a marriage then? And maybe that's why she calls it
a life partnership.
Life partnership, because like what this has been written out to be,
it doesn't work for them.
Right. Because I always get confused, like why people say they don't like Christians, but then they want to fight to be married like Christians or like, under God, whatever, but they don't believe in God. Like I just get confused sometimes about that. Why
here's the other part of it. I think Christians get it wrong too when it comes to marriage, because if you look in the Bible, like marriage is a spiritual union. It's not necessarily a physical, I mean, not in like a legal union. You know what I'm saying? Those are two different things. But there's a lot of, I mean, even me, I'm not married right now, and I have a lot of Christian family and friends who are just like, so when are y'all getting married? I was like, I mean, technically, you
Fairly.
know, if you want to get technical, we married, but like legally, you want to know when we're having a legal marriage? Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, but let's just be real about what this is and about what Christianity says and what you believe, because those are not the same. If you really
Yeah,
want to get down
that's
into it,
true.
because when they was in Hebrew times, please believe them people was living together for a month at least before their wedding. Okay, how many people do you and how many times do you think they was really abstaining? Just saying. I mean,
I don't
but
know.
I'm saying you about to get married to somebody, and y'all have to live together for a month. That's what they used to do. It used to be like a whole celebration. You mean to tell
Oh,
me
right,
they
right,
was
right,
not
right.
having sex until the very last day? Like, but I don't believe that. So
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
point,
I
I'm
mean,
sure a lot of people were like, well, let's just have sex because who's gonna, if we get pregnant, we're not gonna
yeah.
know that we did it before we got married.
I just couldn't share my husband with someone. I mean,
Yeah, same.
cheating is different. Cheating, you don't know. I mean,
Right,
is you don't know about it. Like it happens to people. It happens in marriages. Okay, and then you figure out what you're gonna do from there. But
right.
like knowing that he is with somebody else, like him knowing, like I could never imagine him listening to someone say he gave his blessings to go be with. Like that's crazy. Like what? Like I couldn't. I mean, that is like I would be so afraid. Like I
What you
couldn't
mean?
even
Oh, he gonna come in and kill him?
what? It was somebody came into oh my god.
Oh yeah, I
Heck
give him a
no.
blessing, all right. Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like I couldn't do it. I'm way too
I
like
couldn't either.
you married me, you want to be with me. Like I married you, I want to be with you. I'm not interested in going to go sleep with
That's
somebody.
it.
Like,
We in this thing together.
right. That's a lot. I mean, mentally that's a lot for I couldn't handle that. I'm too possessive.
Yeah, and for me, like, hey, if I guess I'm in the mentality of if you over there with somebody and I'm over here with somebody, I don't really need to be with you.
That's true too. Like, why do we need to be
Mm.
married? Do they
Well, I
have
think
to?
for her, it was just a matter of like, I wanted the stability of this family and I wanted our kids to grow up in a home with both mom and dad, which I understand. You know what I mean? And if it was a matter of we're not a fight, like, we don't have a bad relationship with each other, like, we're not fighting like that. And I love you more than anything, but we just aren't connecting in this way or we're bored. I don't know what that issue was, but I mean, I can understand what she's saying. I wouldn't do it. It ain't for me,
I
but I
think
get
she
it.
said that she was like addicted to sex. She said she has an addictive personality. Like, if she goes to the gym, like she's addicted to going to the gym. Like, I feel like she said that she was like like wanted to have sex all the time or whatever. Um, but hey, yeah, to each his own.
More reason to believe August Alsina. I'm just saying.
Man, he's
I can see that.
young too.
But she like them young. She like them young.
Oh, man, and she be loving Tupac. I mean, when she be talking about Tupac, I be looking at Will like, Will, you okay over there? Like she's like deep in love with him, like the deepest depth in her heart. The way
I
she
think they're
speaks,
like she said they were like brother and sister, but do you think there was like more to that?
brother and sister. She
They
said
didn't
that.
date. They didn't date.
Oh, I thought they were like in love.
Well, that's what I'm wondering if they were, but the way like
Oh, I feel like every
I
time she talk about Tupac, it is like uncomfortable, like to the depths of her soul. And then Will is just like kind of the man that she just ended up with.
he was a replacement. He's second
I
place.
was like, I be feeling bad for him. He just seems so nice. Like he just, but who knows? We don't know. Like you said, I don't
We
know.
don't
I don't
know.
know what Will. I don't know what we'll be doing.
Right.
Dang, that sucks. I mean, that's maybe it don't suck. I don't know. I don't know.
I just laughed though when in that video clip when Jada was saying that and her mom was laughing. Her mom was just like, when you said that, I was just like, oh, I don't know. So Jada's mom had the same reaction we had, like, nah, I'm not about that life. I'm not okay with
Nah, Gammy ain't getting down like that. Gammy got herself a boo.
that.
No.
All right, so let's keep scrolling. What do I have? Oh, so another story. It's a mommy story. Actress Kristen Bell, if you know who she is. She's blonde, she's cute, she's funny. I like her. She's used to be a Veronica Mars. You remember that show back in the day?
Oh yeah, I'm like, who is that?
Veronica Mars,
Yes,
girl.
yes, 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 yes.
Um, Clearly she's had way more stuff that she's been in, but for some reason that was just my show. Anyway, so she was on a podcast called Mom Splaining, and she revealed that her 5-year-old daughter Delta is still wears night diapers, and Twitter lit her up and was just like, why is your 5-year-old still in diapers? They just lit her up. And so she was a little mom shamed. They mom shamed her. And but it actually kind of helped because she said that after that, her and her husband, who's an actor, Dax Shepard, they both were like, okay, maybe we'll just do the thing where they now take their 5-year-old daughter, like she's like at 11 p.m. when she's like asleep. They just like pick her up and sit her on the toilet and make her pee. And then they just put her back in the bed. But they said as a result, she doesn't wear the night diapers anymore. Because she just wouldn't get up and go to the bathroom, which a lot of kids, I'm like, they shouldn't have shamed her like that because it's a lot of 5-year-olds, I feel like.
Really?
I mean, okay, maybe not 5.
Because Halo's pushing 3 in a couple months, and we given she's not there yet, she peeing is good. She's good, but at night I still put on the pull-ups.
Does she pee in that when you wake up?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes she does. Sometimes it's dry. Sometimes she peed in it.
Okay.
Just depends. But like pooping, she will not poop in the toilet yet. But she'll be 3, so I feel like I still have all of 3 to get this down. I mean, I couldn't imagine.
What if she doesn't get it down by 3? What if it takes 4? What if she doesn't get by 4? What if she's 5.5? Like Kristen Bell's daughter, who still needed to wear diapers to bed.
We started potty training around, it's been some time now, but not that long, like during quarantine. So how long have we been quarantined? Since March? So we started mostly in March. Probably like we got strict in March. And so she got the pee down, like unless she's having like a fantastic day and forgets like everything, like she'll pee on herself. Maybe she'll have a few accidents with the pee.
Right.
Pooping, yeah. But like she's 2. Skipping over 3, 4. No. Those poops are like grown poops.
Right.
So to
wait, so what did she do at school? Was she in diapers at school or was she in underwear when she was in daycare?
Before quarantine? She was in diapers. Because the daycare didn't potty train. She already had to be fully potty trained. And that's another thing. Like you have to, well, not all daycares are like this. Most of them I have found out they will help potty train your kid.
Right. Because I used to work in one when I was potty training kids at 18. Wow.
My daycare was like, most parents just take a week off and do it. Without this quarantine, she would not have learned in a week.
She would have been the 5-year-old in diapers.
We would have still been at home because a week. But I've heard that. I've heard a lot of kids take time, but you start off, I would think, around 2, maybe. Like,
yeah,
the understand commands.
You got to watch your kids because some kids are earlier. And honestly, I feel like Mav could have been potty trained by now.
It's work.
When he pooped downstairs and he walked up the stairs and the poop dragged on the carpet and he pooped in the bathroom upstairs, like it's just a trail of poop. And I was just like, diapers. I'm not doing this anymore. I gave up. Not him. He tried to go to the bathroom. He made his way to the potty. And I truly believe had I been on my P's and Q's and put the little potty stair in that bathroom that he went to, he would have stepped on it and sat on the toilet. But yeah. And after that, I just gave up. I was just like, I can't clean this much poop up again.
It's awful. Like when she does the poops in her pants, like I throw the whole thing away. I don't even try to Terrell, like, no, our washing machine's good. Like it's
right. Like, Marisa, you're wasting money.
No, I'm not. No, even if I turn it and dump it in the toilet, it's still just like thick. And where am I gonna wash that at? Where am I going to at least rinse it off to throw it in the washing machine? Where? I'm not doing it in my kitchen sink. I'm not doing it in my bathroom sink. Like, I'm not doing it in the tub. Like, no.
I just don't like dealing with poop. I'll be honest.
No, yeah. I throw the whole thing in away. I take it off her butt and I just throw it in the trash. I'm not doing this. Peppa Pig? No.
No more Peppa Pig diapers.
It's awful. But 5 years old, I couldn't imagine her doing that. Heck, No, your kid is grown at 5.
I know, I guess, and the fact that she was like mom shamed, I guess it was kind of like, let's just make sure she don't pee on herself.
Wait, don't you gotta go to kindergarten?
But she said at night. So her daughter was potty trained. It was only at night. So that's why I said I
that's
didn't think it was.
different.
That's what I'm saying. I
Oh,
didn't think it was that bad because I was like, okay, it's just a
oh,
night diaper. But I guess by 5, yeah, you shouldn't be, you should be old enough to sleep through the night or know, like, oh, I gotta pee and like run to the bathroom. I would assume at 5, right?
yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know about that. I'll get there when I get there. I thought the kid wasn't potty trained at all.
No, she's fine trained just at night.
Oh,
She
Lord.
said that,
Oh,
and it was opposite from their other daughter who's older because she was like, my older daughter was like potty trained at 21 months. She was good, but we was out of diapers. So
yeah. When
yeah.
that second kid comes in, yeah, you think twice about how many Costco diapers you're about to buy for two kids. Like, look.
I know that is a lot. I'm not trying to have two babies in it. One of y'all, newborn or 2-year-old, one of y'all got to be peeing in the potty. Y'all pick between the two of y'all.
Somebody. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Well, good for her. Good for her 5-year-old diaper. I
I know.
mean,
I'm like,
child.
y'all stop mom shaming people. Kids are different. Now, should she be, whether she should stop peeing in her bed at night or not, you know, but stop mom shaming people, guys.
Yeah, it's not nice. Our feelings get hurt. Was
Unless they're your
that?
friends, then you can mom shame your friends because you're friends. Right, Marisa?
No. I don't mom
Oh,
shame you.
okay.
Well, you might mom shame me. You probably mom shame me more than I mom
Oh yeah, I definitely mom shame you more. That's just my personality.
shame. It's like, what? I don't know what that is. Anyways, okay, guys, you guys made it through another episode with it, just us. This is great.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, we're done, right? We're done.
Yeah,
All done? Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, all right. Yeah, before we get out of here, we like to leave you with a little inspiration to get you through the week, to make sure that you're not just physically fine, you're mentally fine. You're all fine on the outside, like me and Megan are going to be in 2021. Actually, Megan's fine right now. Look at Megan. She looks like she's ready to go
right
on.
now, Marisa.
Megan's ready to go on a date.
Girl, girl, I got on some like flannel pants, some a picnic looking pants under here. I'm only cute from the waist up right now.
I got some like mom shoes on. Oh Lord. Anyways,
Thank God
so today, so today I have a little quote for you. It says, "You're incredible, even when you feel like you're not. You might feel lost now, but great things are coming your way. You're stronger than you think, and you're a lot more accomplished. Don't give up. Remember that you matter, and you're not alone." So,
Ooh, I like
moms,
that.
we might
Wait,
be
who said
struggling.
that? Where did you get that from?
I don't know. It
Wait,
didn't
what?
have a. It didn't have a. Oh, did it have a? Y'all, hold on. Let me.
Who quote you stealing, Marisa? I don't know where it came
Actually,
from. I made it up.
you know what? No, I didn't make it up. It was on somebody's Insta story, but I'm looking at it and there's no
Oh, they didn't put
author.
who said it. Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
say
So if you go ahead and give them their props. But we're still in a pandemic, y'all, and we're in a race war. We're in a political war.
Oh my God.
Kids ain't potty trained. Yeah.
And we don't know when it's gonna end.
We don't, but we are still okay. We are resilient. We are creative. We have all these skill sets and between us all, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it happen. We're a fighting people. So just remember that you are not alone, like Michael Jackson says.
Yeah,
Maybe Michael Jackson wrote it.
All right. You guys, thank you for taking your break with us. We hope that you'll come and see us next week. We have more guests coming up. And if there's any type of guest or special guest that you want us to talk to, please send us a message. Drop it on our any of our social media or put it in the comments if you're watching this. Because we really want to talk to some very interesting people. So let us know who we should talk to. I'm Megan Thomas at Meg Scoop everywhere.
And I'm Marisa Johnson at She Is Marisa J. Make sure to follow us at MNAB Podcast and check out our website at mnabpodcast.com.
Yes, join our Patreon. We love you guys.
Join that
See you
too.
next week. Right here on Mommy Needs a Break. Bye.